Hi, I am so glad you're back. How are you doing today? Okay. Oh, that sounds much better than last time. Yes. Yes, let me just get my notebook and we'll see what we talked about last week and what we are going to talk about this week. Let's see. Yes. So you said today you are doing better than last week. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you feeling? 10 is amazing and 0 is terrible. That's way better compared to last time. Good job. And what have you done, or what is different this week that you are feeling much better? Ah, I see. Well, congratulations. That's a real achievement. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. And let me just note that down here. So I wanted to talk a bit more about these visions you've been having. Yes. Last time you said they were really bad and they scared you. You was seeing them about 4 times a day. How is that now? Okay. So how many times a week or a day do you see those visions? Twice a day, that's a bit better. And what do they look like to you? Okay. They look like regular people. Are they people that you know? No? Strangers? Yes. And are those people friendly? Or do they scare you? Yeah, that seems terrible. Could you describe a bit how it makes you feel? Okay. And you say they look scary to you? What about them makes them look scary? Ah, I see. And could you mimic their facial expression for me? Oh, wow, yeah, that is terrifying. Yeah, I understand that. You don't want to see that. Well, from the start you have been calling these visions yourself. I presume that you know that they're not real people? Yeah. Well, that's good. And what makes you be able to distinguish them from real people? Ah, I see. So they look a bit more like ghosts. And where does the body stop? Usually around the knees. Yes. we'll talk about that later. I think that's a question for your psychiatrist. I am not a doctor. I'm a psychologist, so I will be helping you with the therapy part with this, but I'm sure your psychiatrist could help you. You're seeing Dr. Ilse? Yes. Yeah, she's amazing and she'll be able to help you on the medical part. These visions, do they ever talk to you or communicate in any way? Okay. So they don't talk, but they do communicate. Could you explain that a little bit better, please? Oh, okay. And do you experience the kind of, let's call it telepathy, with real people as well? No? Okay. Well, we've already talked those visions through quite a bit. From what I can tell, you see them more frequently, and they are more aggressive when you're more anxious or stressed. Yeah. So how is your anxiety right now on a scale from 1 to 10? So that is better than last week, but I suppose it's still higher than you'd want it to be. Yeah. Yeah. I think that our best option is to look into reducing your anxiety and stress, and then hopefully the visions will get less severe. I don't think that with therapy alone we can make the visions disappear. I think you'll need medicine if that's what you want, and you can talk that over with Dr. Ilse. Yes. So, how are you doing in school? That's good. Straight A's. Wouldn't expect anything else from you. Do you have friends at school? Let's see. How is your situation at home? Okay. How do you get along with your parents? I miss you. Oh, yeah, okay, yes. And how's your relationship with your brother? Well, that is how brothers tend to be. But is that manageable to you? Okay. Well, I was thinking maybe we could have a session with your parents and your brother in the future. Do you think that they would agree to that? Okay, that's good. Yes, I'll get in contact with them to just sort out anything that's going on in the family. Yes, usually when one person in this family, I'll call it a system, when one person in the system has any sort of troubles, usually the rest of the system just puts all the blame of any of the troubles in the system on that one person. I want to prevent that. and usually the problems of the individual, in this case you, can come from some stress and anxiety that derives from family. Well, not always problems in the family, but just from the interaction. So I want to get a clear picture of your primary system, as I call it. So when you're not at school, what do you like to do? Oh, that's fun. I do that as well. And do you do things with friends as well? You go out? And when you go out, I presume you have a drink as well? Yeah. How much would you say you drink on a weekly basis? Okay. No, that's not bad at all. So, what I want to do is try to relieve your stress and anxiety with some therapy, and get your family on that as well. Would that be agreeable to you? Great. Well, I'd like to start with some acceptance and commitment therapy, and that is really focused on mindfulness and meditation, and just accepting the things that we cannot change, but really dealing with stress and anxiety. Okay. Well, that's good. Then we'll talk about that. And our next session will start with the ACT therapy. Yes. Let's see. It is just with me. We had a group, but unfortunately we started a couple of weeks ago, so we can wait for enough people to want to be in group therapy. But I think because you also have those visions, and well, you suffer greatly from anxiety, that we should start one-on-one, and we can get you in a group whenever the one is available. Okay. Yes, I can put you on the list. So I'll be adding you to an online program where you can get acquainted with the whole idea of the ACT therapy. Okay, so I'll add you to that. Just make a note of it. I'll forget. And we'll start next week. Okay. Good. See you next week. Hi, I'm Dr. Ilse, and I am going to see if I can help you with your problems. I am a psychologist here. I understand that you have been in therapy with one of our psychologists, yes. Well, I've heard a little bit about that you'll be starting acceptance and commitment therapy next week. So what I actually want to do is wait with prescribing heavy medicine and see how this therapy works out, because for your visions I could prescribe some antipsychotics, but they have a lot of side effects and I'd actually like to avoid it if it's possible. Yeah, I understand. I can prescribe some clonazepam for your anxiety. It does have some side effects, but nothing major. You can feel a bit drowsy or get some headaches. Those are the most common ones. Yes, I'd prescribe 4 drops a day. Yes, it's a liquid medicine. You can just put 1 drop in your drink and do that 4 times a day or less, whenever you need it, but don't use more than 4 drops a day. No, nothing major. You'll just feel like a zombie, and that's not really what we're going for. Yes. Okay. Yes, certainly.